guys, how you doing? I'm in the lab today. I don't even know where I need to be looking right here. I'm in the lab today. I want to talk to you about how you can buy me, right? I was on my dear friend and colleague's Facebook Live on yesterday, and she said that she got an interesting comment from somebody because they said, I don't know what you do. And so I was challenged to do a video myself because whereas many of you know kind of who I am and what I do, there's probably many of you who do not. And so I want to clarify that for you today. Just pop on, let me know you're on. And then I also want to talk to you about an upcoming event that we have coming up. It's going to be just amazing, and you need to be a part of it. If you're moving into a different direction, you want to do something different, then I want to talk to you about that. So, guys, many of you know me as the Riot Starter. If you know me as the Riot Starter, give me a thumbs up. So many of you know me as the Riot Starter. It's a brand that was born 5 years ago. I should have my book here with me, but it was birthed out of my book, Want to Start a Riot: Change, Affirmations, Confirmations, and Prayers. It was birthed out of a time when my business experienced a low, and so we looked at where are we going. We looked at some of the things that we've been doing for many years, and we decided to recreate ourselves, reinvent ourselves. And so it's nothing different than we do in our consulting. My company, the Resurgent Group of Metro Atlanta, where I am a human services consultant. And what I do in that space is I work with big government being county and state government at that level, helping them with their mental health addiction training, as well as helping create succession planning and developing their leaders. I also do that for corporate America as well. So if you work for a company and your company is struggling with professional development, strategic planning, they're struggling with, we need somebody to come in and help us get tight, call me. I'm your girl. I do that. So there are many of you that probably didn't know that I do that. And so how do I do that? How do you buy me? Well, it starts with a conversation. Got hair all in my mouth. Starts with a conversation, right? And so that conversation would look like, what's your pain point? What do you want to accomplish? And then I do a lot of work around assessment. I believe that, it can't just be what you feel, but it has to be what is the data telling us. So I'm a certified DISC facilitator. I'm a certified 360 facilitator. I go in and I do leadership assessments on the organization, and then I put together a plan of action to help you reach your outcomes for better productivity, for better teamwork, for just better development. So that's what I do on the Dr. Tanya Lowe Resurgent Group of Metro Atlanta side. The Riot Starter brand, guys, I help people start riots for their life, their business, and their career, but most importantly, their legacy. And so they collide. They really do collide, because through the Riot Starter brand, I do that through the amazing programs that we offer. Our Blueprint 90, which is a program to get you started and keep you started and keep you from stopping in 90 days to give you what you need to keep going. And then our Execution Partnership Program, which is also a program that we offer to corporate, where you get to work with me one-on-one. And then we've got our Accelerate Live Mastermind that we're getting ready to take on the road. So Bay Area, Oakland, we're coming to you in July. So get ready to hear more about that. Thank you, Carmen. It's Sally. Sally wanted to come on and play today. So, so that's what I do. That's what I do. If you ever wonder, can I work with her? I'm in corporate America. Those are some things that I do. And again, it starts with a conversation. You can go to drtanyalowe.com and wait for the little pop-up and schedule some time with me. So what I want to talk to you about today is podcasting. Guys, I'm so excited about where my podcast has gone. in a year. I'm celebrating 5,000 downloads, guys. 5,000 downloads. And now we have listeners in more than 14 countries, okay? So my friend, Dale Richardson and I have decided we need more people in this space of podcasting. It's still an early adopter phase, which means there's room for you. So I want to give you some of the reasons why I podcast. The first one is to grow my audience. Facebook is cool. Periscope is cool. But if you really want to grow a global audience, podcasting is the way to go. It has been that way for me. Grow my list. How do I do that? I grow my list by offering a funnel. You know, the podcast is a funnel. And so people can get on my list and learn more about what I do from all over, not just in the metro Atlanta where I live. It also positions me as an influencer, guys. So I'm very strategic at who I interview, who I bring on my show, if you will. I'm very strategic about that. And so it also positions me as an influencer, and it builds additional credibility. I get to monetize my message. So how do I do that? So I think I might have mentioned in one of my posts that I am now an Audible affiliate. You know, Audible, the book that you download and listen to. So if you go to audibletrial.com/the Riot Starter Chat and you get a free book of your choice, then I would benefit from that. So go do that right now. And then I also have something that I haven't really put out there yet, but an affiliate partnership with Louise Hay. So if you know Louise Hay, give me some thumbs up. Louise Hay has a huge brand. So we have a partnership now where I will be exposing Riot Starters to Louise Hay's brand, and we'll be doing some things together. And it's really just awesome. There's so many other ways to monetize your message. Hey, Robin, I'm going to call you later today. There's so many ways to monetize your message with podcasting, right? And so it also gives you an opportunity to leverage large platforms. So I'm on iTunes. I'm on iHeartRadio. I am on Stitcher Radio. So large platforms where people find me and they're not even really looking for me. They find me. What is this Riot Starter, you know? And so people typically when they see Riot Starter, they are intrigued by what is the message. You know, is it something that is very controversial, or is it something that I might want to find out about? And so I actually get a lot of listeners that way as well. Podcasting, content. Content is queen, okay? With my podcast, I get to create content. I can use that content for my blog. I can use that content for a freebie for a funnel. I can use that content to as a speaking engagement, okay? So I can take the preparation that I do around preparing for my podcast and use that content. So some of you who are in the content business, you're in business, you're trying to figure out where do I find content? You have it. Content is all around you. The thing about it is you don't know how to repurpose it. So instead of spending, an entire weekend writing from scratch, think about what you've already done and repurpose that. And so podcasting allows me to do that. It allows me to increase my presence. Guys, we're in 14 different countries I've never even heard of. They're listening to me, the Riot Starter Chat, the little black girl from Albany, Georgia, okay? So I want to increase my presence. I want to expand globally. And so my question is, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Are you happy with just operating where you are? And if you are, hey, that's cool. But I also know that there's some of you out there who want to go bigger and faster, and you want to go quicker, and you want to do it in a way that's different from what everybody else is doing. Now, I'll tell you, podcasting is a commitment. I have my shows booked up through July, okay? Because I'm committed to the process of podcasting. I'm committed to making sure that I bring value. I'm committed to being an iTunes new and noteworthy podcaster. So I'm real clear about the commitment that it takes to podcast, and as well as what it can do for me and what it can do for my listeners. And then finally, podcasting is on demand. We're busy. You know, those of you who are listening to me now, it's because you're probably already at your computer, or you're somewhere where you can sit and listen to me. But podcasting is on demand, and so, which is very different from a radio show, because you got to tune in at 8 o'clock, you know, for an hour. You can listen to a podcast in the car, in the gym, wherever you go, which is great because, and I know we've got some data that I think it's like it's a very high number. 90% of people listen to podcasts on the go, on their phone, right? So why wouldn't you do it? Why wouldn't you think about starting a podcast, right? So May 20th, my buddy and I, Dale Richardson, will be teaching the ins and outs of podcasting, from zero to podcasting in 90 days. And so we're going to teach you everything that we paid thousands of dollars to learn. We're going to teach you. And you won't be paying thousands of dollars. You may pay a little bit if you don't get a little bit more if you don't get in on this deal now, but we're going to be teaching you everything that we've learned about podcasting. Hey, Damien. Hey, Jeff. Thank you for joining, about podcasting and how you can really use that to expand your growth and monetize your message. We all have a thought, an opinion, and a message, but it's time to get our message beyond just beyond Facebook and just beyond those people that are in our circle. It's time to take our message globally, right? So if you're interested in joining us on May 20th, then go to bit.ly, bit.ly/0 to podcast, bit.ly 0 to podcast, where you can get all the information about the podcast program. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, today is the deadline for early bird. Today's the deadline for early bird. So go ahead, check out the website, grab your spot. Okay, you may be thinking, I've got a graduation, I've got a wedding, I've got something to do on May 20th. I'm telling you right now, go ahead and sign up so you can get the information. Everyone who signs up will receive all of the handouts, all of the scripts, all of the audio for the podcasting program. When we do the program again, it won't be 147. I can guarantee you that. So come and learn what we've learned, what we've benefited from for this past year and a half. Come and find out what we've learned so that you can take your message on the road. And I promise you, if you go to iTunes or wherever you listen to your podcast, and you can see there's so many podcasts. Hey, Hank Stewart. Hey, Don Moore. You guys need a podcast. There's podcasts on everything. You don't just have to be a business person. You could be a poet. You could be an Emmy-nominated poet. You could be a masseuse who has messages about, why massage is important. You can do anything to share your message if you want to expand your reach. The thing is asking yourself, why? Why do I want to do this? And how do I want to use it to expand my reach? I've already given you, I think, 12, 13 reasons why I do it. Being in 14 different countries, having listeners in 14 different countries is amazing. Having 5,000 downloads in just a few months is amazing. And so for me, it does give me that opportunity to leverage myself on a global platform. And so I encourage you, and if you know anybody that has a message, an opinion, or something that they need to share, hey Jennifer, hey Ezekiel, that they go to bit.ly/0, and it's the word 0 to podcast, and get more information. Again, early bird ends this day, but you can still sign up afterwards. So it's $147 early bird, is $197 regular price, and it'll be regular price up until we start the class. So again, that is like minuscule to what both Dale and I paid to find out about podcasting. So there you have it. You now know what I do on both aspects of my business as the Resurgent Group of Metro Atlanta, and you also know what I do on the Riot Starter end, and you also know about these amazing programs that I love, like creating and kicking out to help people to expand their life, their business, and their career but most importantly, your legacy. And I will say this about podcasting. Podcasting for me is it's my legacy. It's out there in the public. It's evergreen. It's there forever. And we, I think, are approaching our 60th episode. And so, and we've gone to 2 days a week now. So you can listen to new episodes on Mondays and Fridays. But for me, hey Vicki, hey Baron Coker, it's about building, having that legacy there where people can go and hear my thoughts, my opinions, and listen to me interview my Riot Starter friends. And it's always there on my platform, on these larger platforms for people to listen to forever and ever and ever. So that's my message for you today. I had another message for you, but I decided to change it, and I'll bring it to you on another day. But I definitely wanted to share information with you on how you can work with me, because I know that about what we really do in Riot Starter Nation. So if you haven't joined us in our free tribe, come on over to Riot Starter Nation. You can go to RiotStarterNation.com, grab a free gift, come on over and join us for free accountability and motivation and all of that. And you get early access on some of the stuff that we do. So I'm in the lab today. I'm in my Decatur lab. I got to get back to work, but I promised that I'd pop in and talk to you. And I hope you enjoyed this visit today. So bye.